Cryptocurrency is going to be one of the major catalysts toward changing the world. Probably. Think about it. Currency that can't be controlled by a central authority, but what makes the whole industry so exciting is that it is based on the blockchain, and that's where the real genius lies. Cryptocurrency forces transparency when it comes to currency, so that way nobody can influence the system, at least until they own 51% of the computing power of the entire blockchain, or 51% of any altcoin based on proof-of-stake consensus. How will the genius of Satoshi Nakamoto make industries better? There are industries that crypto will disrupt and make better. Before we get into the video though, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, as well as hit that post notification bell so you never miss another update from us. What is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is a digital currency in which transactions are verified and records maintained by a decentralized system using cryptography rather than by a centralized authority. Decentralized cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin now provide an outlet for personal wealth that is well beyond restriction and confiscation. As Bitcoin gains ground, more companies have started accepting the cryptocurrency. Industries that will be changed by crypto. Cryptocurrency is going to change a lot of things because it's untraceable and uncontrollable. At some point, retailers are going to start accepting crypto, and when this happens, everything's going to change because other industries will have to follow suit. E-commerce industry. Both centered around tech, it would be fair to assume that cryptocurrency and e-commerce have the potential to complement each other quite nicely, and in a few cases, they already have. Cryptocurrencies, particular Bitcoin, are already infiltrating the e-commerce industry, offering an innovative, viable, and streamlined digital solution for many existing blockers. With the ability to appease consumer demand for immediacy and security, while expanding market share for retailers, cryptocurrencies could prove extremely beneficial for the e-commerce industry if adopted efficiently. More and more companies have grown to understand these benefits, leading to a large surge in consumer attention, and it might not be long before we start to see the commercial use of cryptocurrency as standard. Gone are the days where traditional banks could brush off cryptocurrency as simply a passing craze. The market for cryptocurrencies has grown at a tremendous rate in recent years and is now worth over £1 billion. As such, banks and other traditional financial institutions have to face the reality that cryptocurrency is likely to stay and have already begun exploring adaptations so as to keep up with competition. In 2019, JP Morgan Chase launched their own cryptocurrency, JPM Coin, which harnesses cryptocurrency's instantaneous nature, offering faster transaction settlements and funds transferred between clients. Plus, they're not the only ones. In fact, more than 100 banks across the world have now tested instant payments via Ripple, XRP, and activity shows no sign of slowing down soon. It's actually unsurprising that cryptocurrency is gaining international interest, particularly as it allows for hassle-free, cheaper foreign exchange. Currently, the foreign exchange system is time-consuming, expensive, and requires a Nostro account, a corresponding foreign bank account which holds the domestic currency of the country in which the funds are held. But with cryptocurrency, funds are automatically converted to coin and changed to the destination currency in seconds, omitting costly holding fees while significantly shorting the exchange process. Bitbond, a German online bank, is already harnessing this technology, using Bitcoin as a bridge to access transfer loan amounts into the destination country. Taxes. Taxes may not be an industry per se, but they're being affected by cryptocurrency. Corporations and billionaires alike have been evading taxes for a very long time and have been getting away with it. Because crypto can't be tracked, more and more folks are following the example of the rich to evade paying taxes. There also seems to be a lot of disillusionment of those who are powerless to change the tax breaks that rich people receive, which they see as unfair, so it would seem that more and more have no qualms leaving their money in crypto wallets. Any income into a bank account can be traced and will be reported by a bank, and people have to pay taxes on that. But there are institutions from which people can cash out without KYC AML checks, which means no government tax agency can trace the income of a particular individual. Of course, tax evasion using cryptocurrency is illegal, whereas the lobbying of politicians by corporations and placing funds in offshore accounts are not. The reason taxes are mentioned here is that it may force governments to start taking action against offshore tax evaders and tax breaks to the people who can afford to pay taxes, while the middle class have to carry the financial burden of normal tax rates. This will be something good. Charities. While many cryptocurrency traders get a bad rep due to some of the shadier elements of the community, quite a few of them are actually charitable. The only problem is that, up until now, they've had issues with being able to donate to charities. A great example of this is the Pineapple Fund, which donated no less than $55 million to charities last year. In response to this interest from the cryptocurrency community, many charities have now begun to accept donations in the form of crypto tokens. Other charities have taken different approaches, like UNICEF famously setting up a website where visitors could lend their processing power to help the charity mine for cryptocurrency. Freelancers. The gig market economy is booming like never before, and cryptocurrency transactions have proven to be a perfect match for the freelancer industry. In the past, there have been some difficulties for freelancers and employers when it comes to negotiating contracts. Now, however, Ethereum's smart contract technology does make the if-then premise of the contract's freelancing much more transparent. In addition, the fact that cryptocurrency transactions are both cheaper and faster than traditional financial transactions makes it all the more attractive to all parties involved. As an added bonus, the bounty hunting occupation within the cryptocurrency space is a perfect example of microtasking using cryptocurrency. The finance industry. Ironically, the finance industry has benefited hugely from the introduction of crypto. It's ironic, as one of the main rationales behind the creation of crypto was to combat the existing financial system. Nevertheless, international banks and Wall Street firms alike have adopted the technology. Not only does blockchain technology provide these institutions with a much safer method of recording transactions, but it's also helped them save on energy costs. The only downside for the financial industry, though, is that as cryptocurrency transactions become more mainstream, the traditional institutions will lose money on their existing expensive methods of transaction, which makes everybody else happy. Remittance. Remittance is a $500 billion industry. Poor migrant workers send money overseas to their families every month, and they need companies that send the money home. Companies like Western Union, MoneyGram, and RIA thrive in the remittance market, and yes, they charge a hefty fee. For example, if I were to use MoneyGram and let's say send an international money transfer to Mexico, then it would cost $101 to send $5,000. It's kind of strange when you think about it. Shouldn't it cost the same if I send $10 or $10,000 to Mexico? The more money I send, the higher the fee. What's the alternative? Enter crypto. If I wanted to send $500 to my friend in Mexico, it would cost just 10 cents. How about if I wanted to transfer $5,000? Again, 10 cents. As of 2021, it seems that migrant workers are using Paxful and other P2P exchanges so as to circumvent Western Union or MoneyGram. Since the market in and of itself is intelligent and moves to whatever makes financial sense, legacy companies like Western Union or MoneyGram will go out of business. Of course, we know they call it business, so we're sure that they'll understand how this new market works. In 5 to 10 years, I honestly predict that technologically savvy migrant workers will simply send home money using USDT, and that's a very good thing. Micropayments. Merchant fees are annoying, and that's why when you go to the convenience store and use your credit card, there's always a sign that says your purchase must be over $10 because the store owner has to pay a 2.3% fee for every transaction. Due to high overhead, a microtransaction does not make financial sense, but cryptocurrency has enabled a world of microtransactions, and instead of paying a 2.3% fee for a $10 purchase, imagine paying a fraction of a penny. You can do that now with stable coins. A stablecoin is backed up with 1-to-1 with US dollars, so you can buy various types of stable coins in the market, such as USDT, BUSD, PAX, and more. Anyways, stablecoins now allow online business to get payment without hurting their profit margin and payment processing. For example, an online newsletter site could charge its users 10 cents in order to view per article instead of a monthly $10 membership fee. Another example, you like watching Monday Night Football, but you only want to watch once a week and you don't want to pay $60 for the cable package for various sports channels. Instead, the cable company can just charge you $1 per hour of viewing time, and that's it. Here's an example of a cryptocurrency microtransaction. Brave is an internet browser with a cryptocurrency named BAT, or Basic Attention Token. If you're using Brave browser, you can opt in to view ads, and if you do so, Brave will reward you with BAT, which you can then redeem for fiat. I like that idea because it seems fair. The company gives you back something in return for harvesting your data and your attention. Cryptocurrency allows bypassing the traditional middlemen like payment processors, and this means that it passes the savings to merchant and customers alike. In the coming years, I honestly think companies will adapt crypto microtransactions due to the fact that the younger generation is way more tech savvy and there's going to be a market demand. Cryptocurrencies are also changing the world and putting an end to unfair practices due to monopolies, which are also illegal. Not only is crypto disrupting industries and making them better, but the blockchain technology they are built on means that there are more and more possibilities, such as web domains, that use the blockchain in order to create the most secure websites ever. So, what are your thoughts on the way that crypto is making the world better? Let us know in the comment section down below if you even have any crypto, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, as well as hit that post notification bell so you never miss another update from us.